Hello, my name is Mary Grace, and today I'll be walking you through how to make Thai red curry. So, Thailand, which is located in Southeast Asia on the Indo-Chinese peninsula, is known for beautifully bold flavors and dishes such as curries, filled with various vegetables, proteins, and served usually with a side of jasmine rice. So, red Thai curry is a fiery, hot dish flavored with an assortment of red chilies for heat and flavor. It contains coconut milk for some creaminess and vegetables to add some crunch and texture. They use a variety of different proteins in their different dishes. The mix of spices, which brings out the iconic heat, have many good health benefits as well. Fresh ginger is one of the main spices that Thai food contains, and we are going to be adding that to our dish today. So fresh ginger is an anti-inflammatory spice. It aids in healthy digestion, is a natural pain relief, supports immune health, and helps regulate blood sugar. Coconut milk is high in saturated fats. However, we are going to use reduced fat, unsweetened coconut milk to reduce the overall fat intake per serving. The average adult should consume no more than 10% of their daily calories in fat. And so with this unsweetened, reduced fat coconut milk, it will control the amount of fat per serving to around 7 grams or 63 calories. So red Thai curry is also packed with various vegetables that still have their crunchy texture and retain all of their nutritional value. And so the average adult, male or female, should contain about 2 to 4 cups of vegetables per day. And in this recipe, you get about 2 cups of assorted vegetables per serving, which is the perfect way to eat your vegetables in a healthy way. So to make the cooking process simpler, we're going to first start by prepping all of our ingredients. So first we're going to take 1 cup of uncooked jasmine rice, and we're going to go through the washing process. So what we're going to do is we're going to wash it multiple times with cold water just to remove any excess starch that may be on it, so that when it is cooked, it is nice and soft and yummy, and the extra starch doesn't change the texture. Next, we're going to prepare some of our vegetables before we cook them. So we're going to take 1 large white onion, and we're going to chop it up to approximately about 1 cup. So first, we'll just go down the middle. All right, and then we're going to take a half and half it again. Rotate it and do that again. Now we're going to finely chop up and just about 1 inch of ginger, and then smash and mince some garlic. So first I'm just gonna cut that ginger just in lots of small pieces, and then we'll cut these even smaller. And then we're gonna also do the same thing with the garlic. So we're just gonna smash each one and then mince these as well. Next, we're going to take 2 red bell peppers and 1 green bell pepper, and we're going to go ahead and cut them up and slice them into long strips. So I'm going to do that is I'm going to cut out the middle portion of the bell pepper, just like so, and then take out all the seeds, and then we're going to slice the bottom off, and you're going to save that to chop it up later. And then just slice it down the middle, open it up, and we're going to take all of this white stuff that's in the middle of the bell pepper, and we'll discard that. and then we're gonna lay it on its back. And now we're just gonna slice it into strips. Now we're gonna take 3 carrots, and I've already peeled them. I washed them and peeled them. And now we're just gonna cut the ends off, and we're gonna cut them at a diagonal and about like 1/4 inch thick. Lastly, we're going to take 1 lime, and we're gonna roll it to get the juices flowing. And then we're gonna cut it in half. And then we're gonna go ahead and squeeze out enough juice to be about 1 tablespoon. All right, so now I went ahead and preheated the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're gonna take about 1.25 pounds of raw chicken breasts, and we're going to take them and just place them into a baking dish. I'm using a glass pan for this. And then once they're in here, I'm gonna salt it with salt and pepper, cover it, and then put it in the oven for around 20 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very important that it reaches this internal temperature so that the meat is safe to eat and that we won't get sick eating it. So sprinkle it with some salt and pepper, and then cover it, and then put it in the oven until it hits that 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're gonna take 3/4 cup of water and place it into a small saucepan. And then we're gonna take 3/4 cup of bone broth and add this. And we're gonna use bone broth to add a little bit of extra protein to it. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of salt. And we're gonna heat this up on medium-high heat until it comes to a boil. And then we will add our washed jasmine rice. All right, so now we're gonna take a large skillet and heat it over a medium-high heat and add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil to the pan. And we're gonna let this heat up until it is sizzling, and then we're gonna add our onions into it. Now that the bone broth and water mixture is boiling in the saucepan, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat down to low, to a simmer, and add the washed rice in. And we're going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes, and we wanted to make sure that it only is at a simmer. Once it has cooked for 15 minutes, we're going to place the lid on it and let it sit for 5 minutes before we fluff the rice. Now that the pan or the skillet is really hot, we're gonna go ahead and add in our chopped onions, and we're gonna let them cook for about 5 minutes until they become translucent and caramelized and softened. Next, we're going to add in our ginger and our garlic to the mixture, and we're gonna cook this until it becomes fragrant, which will just take about 30 seconds to a minute. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add in our green pepper, our red pepper, and our carrots into the mixture. And we are also going to add in about 5 ounces of sliced bamboo shoots. And we're gonna go ahead and stir this up and let them cook for about 5 minutes or until the bell peppers are about fork tender. Now we're going to add about 4 ounces of red curry paste to the mixture. And we're gonna stir this around until it's evenly combined throughout all the vegetables. And this may take about 2 to 3 minutes to do. All right, so I'm just gonna scoop it in there. And now I'm gonna stir it around to make sure it's all combined. All right, so now that you can see that the curry paste is evenly combined in all the vegetables, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 can of light unsweetened coconut milk. So this is about 14 fluid ounces. All right, so you're just gonna add that in there. Then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of water and 2 teaspoons of monk fruit sweetener. And now we're going to mix this up, and we're gonna let it cook for around 5 to 10 minutes or until the vegetables are cooked to your liking. So now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. just to season it a bit further. So we're gonna mix this up. And at this point, we're going to taste the curry and add any salt or any pepper or extra lime juice for acidity or more coconut aminos for a greater punch if you'd like. So it's just making the curry taste how you like it and for your preferences. Alright, so I went ahead and took the chicken out of the oven when it was 165 degrees Fahrenheit, shredded it, and then added it to the curry. I also, once the rice was done cooking, I went ahead and fluffed it. So now I'm just going to take about 3/4 cup of rice and put it in my bowl. Looks about right. And then I'm going to come over here and serve up the curry. About 1 cup. Just like that. And this will make about 6 servings. All right. And here we go.